What's the badass thing a friend has done to help you? My friend Fernanda got me out of the worst date situation imaginable, and her rescue method was absolutely legendary. I matched with this guy Sunny on Bumble, who seemed completely normal in our week-long text conversation. He was cute, had a finance job, and suggested this trendy Italian place downtown that I'd been wanting to try. I was actually excited. Red flag started the second he walked in. Sunny showed up 25 minutes late wearing gym clothes, didn't apologize, and immediately started complaining about how pretentious and overpriced the restaurant was. Keep in mind, he suggested this place. During appetizers, Sunny launched into this condescending lecture about how my marketing degree was basically useless, and I should consider switching to something more practical, like accounting. When I mentioned I actually enjoyed my job at a creative agency, he laughed and said, "Yeah, but what's your backup plan for when you realize you need real money?" The waiter brought our entrees, and Sunny sent his pasta back twice. First because it was too salty, then because it was too bland. He was incredibly rude to every staff member who approached our table, but the absolute worst part started during the main course. Sunny began getting increasingly aggressive whenever I disagreed with literally anything he said. His voice kept getting louder, and other diners were starting to stare. When I politely said I had different political views, he slammed his fork down and said, "That's because women don't understand economics." I tried excusing myself to the bathroom, hoping to regroup and figure out how to end this nightmare. Sunny grabbed my wrist as I stood up and said, "Sit down. We're not done with this conversation yet." His grip was firm enough that I couldn't pull away without making a scene. That's when I discreetly texted Fernanda under the table. "Emergency. Worst date ever. Guy won't let me leave. Need exit strategy now." What happened next was pure theatrical genius. Exactly 12 minutes later, a woman in navy blue scrubs burst through the restaurant's front doors, frantically scanning every table with this panicked expression. She spotted me and rushed over to our table, nearly knocking over a chair in the process. "Oh, thank God, I finally found you," she gasped. "Your mom's been in a serious car accident. They rushed her to Presbyterian Hospital and she's asking for you. We need to leave for the emergency room immediately." It was Fernanda wearing borrowed medical scrubs from her sister who works at an urgent care clinic. Her performance was absolutely Oscar-worthy. Sunny's entire demeanor changed instantly. He released my wrist and actually stood up, looking genuinely concerned. "Oh my God, is she okay?" Sunny asked, suddenly playing the supportive date. "Do you need me to drive you there?" Fernanda shook her head quickly. "The ambulance is waiting outside in the emergency lane. They sent me in to get her because time is critical." She grabbed my purse and started pulling me toward the exit. "We have to go right now." The entire restaurant was watching as Fernanda practically dragged me through the dining room, still maintaining her frantic nurse character. We burst through the front doors and sprinted to Fernanda's Honda Civic parked illegally in a loading zone. Sunny followed us outside, shouting questions about which hospital. Fernanda yelled back, "We'll update you once we know more," before we jumped in her car and sped away. Once we were safely around the corner, Fernanda finally broke character and we both started laughing hysterically. She'd been parked outside the restaurant's window for the past hour, watching the entire disaster unfold through the glass. The moment she saw Sunny grab my wrist, Fernanda sprinted 3 blocks to CVS, bought medical tape and gauze to look more authentic, then tracked down her sister at the urgent care clinic to borrow scrubs and a stethoscope. Sunny texted me obsessively for the next 4 days asking for updates about my mom's condition. Best rescue mission ever executed.